Hi, guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of Borderline Optimists. What are we talking about today, Kristen?
How to succeed.
In general or in
How to succeed in entertainment, guys.
from two professionals?
From two very
Well,
from
professionals.
two very qualified, very successful professionals. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get straight to it.
So we set down the basis for y'all. We told y'all what we wanted to do. I want to act.
I want to film.
Exactly. She wants to film that acting.
I want to film the acting.
Film that.
Film that acting.
So how are we gonna get there?
How are we going to get there?
We don't know.
We don't know. I will say I think we did have a plan in college, but then you get out into the real world and I think it's never 100% what you expect.
Yeah. I feel like I applied to like so many places like leading up to graduation and they all fell through. Like for me specifically. And I'm just like,
Right.
well, now I have to think of a plan B. Now I have to think of a plan C. So like how I'm going to pursue this career is ever changing. And then that's where I go back. Like there's no set, like we said earlier, there's no set journey or path to take.
And as for me, like even to get to the job that I'm working at now, I probably applied to like 15 to 20 different jobs and literally had about 20 different interview rounds at different places to only get one offer.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
The journey so far has been hard. But we have faith in ourselves. Why?
Why?
Because we have these.
Let's hold them together.
We have these. This is all we got. This is all we got.
And honestly, I feel like this is really motivation for me. Like, no, I have to win an Oscar. Now, guys, let's provide a little bit of context.
Leading up to graduation, we had this thing called EMST formal. EMST is an abbreviation of Entertainment and Media Studies program that we both majored in. How we met.
It was our final get together for our cohort before we all graduated. And one of the things that our friends had put together was superlatives for everybody. So we walked in and there were plates all over the wall, one for everybody, based on nominations that we all nominated together.
Yeah. And I got most likely to EGOT.
And I got most likely to win an Oscar and Forget Us All. Now, I think people made it clear that I would not forget them because I wouldn't, but I definitely would win that Oscar.
I'm winning that EGOT. Oh, girl, I'm winning that EGOT. And this is okay. So this is my ideal plan. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Tell us. How are you going to EGOT?
Okay, this is how I'm gonna EGOT, guys. This is how I'm gonna EGOT. I'm going to audition, and then I'm going to get a talent rep, and then I'm going to go to Juilliard.
Period. Okay. Period.
And then I will be on Broadway. From Broadway, I will win a Tony.
Okay.
Also from that, I will stay on Broadway for a long time, and then so long to where I get into an original cast of a musical.
Musical.
Yes, original cast of a musical.
Okay.
We record an original cast album. I win that Grammy.
Does the Tonys give out awards for musicals albums? Or
No.
just a Grammy thing?
That's a Grammy thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
I win that Grammy. I win that Grammy.
Okay.
And then I go on to do TV shows. Yes.
You have a little HBO era.
I have an
Yeah.
HBO era.
Yeah.
I have an HBO era. I'm on something like, guys, it is my dream to be on a show like Only Murders in the Building.
Okay.
I know you haven't watched it, but
Oh.
that is just such a comfort show for me. And I know that's a crazy thing to say because it's literally about murder. It's my dream to be on a show like that. It's so comforting. I don't know. The first season was cinema. And then they added Meryl Streep, cinema. Peak. That's how I'll get my Emmy.
I saw Meryl Streep in person.
Did you really?
I went to her like panel at Cannes. Yeah. She was so fun and cool. And she
Anyways.
she downplayed herself a lot. She's like,
She seems like the type.
so the interviewer was like, basically, you're so iconic. Like, I can't even believe you're here right now. That's kind of the vibe he was giving. And she's like, I'm just like a mom. Like, I'm literally a mom. I don't even know why you guys care about me. I'm like, girl, you're iconic.
You know who else
We
does
love you.
that? I don't know if you know who this is, but she's a Broadway legend, Audra McDonald.
I've heard the name.
She's like incredible, like top notch. She studied at Juilliard with Viola Davis.
Okay.
She is just like, she's like mesmerizing to watch.
Right.
Someone asked her in an interview. She also has the most Tony wins like in history.
Ever? Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
Ever. She's won in all categories. Someone asked her, someone was like, do you consider yourself a legend? And she goes, in what way? I'm a legend because like I've succeeded in what I wanted to do in life. And she's like, but I'm not like a legend because I'm like
What?
great or like because I'm like better than anyone. I'm like, no, you're better than all of us. Queen, you're better than all of us.
And actually, I think that's a really important thing to talk about, like the idea of, even though you have achieved so much success, to not even view yourself as successful,
Yeah.
or to be chasing even higher success than what you have now.
Yes.
Yes.
And honestly, going back to like these awards, the reason specifically, well, because Audra McDonald has like 9 Tonys, Meryl Streep has about 3.
Okay.
It's very important to like remember that these awards like do not define their success, and they don't let it define their success also.
Definitely not.
Like, we don't want these awards to like be like, oh, I got the award, oh, I got the trophy. I specifically want it to be able to say like, I've accomplished all of my dreams. I've worked on Broadway, I've worked in movies, I've worked in television, I've worked in music, which is something I've always wanted to do as well. I just want to be able to say that I did it all and I like was recognized for it. You know what I mean?
And I feel the exact same way. Like, I think if anything, an Oscar would just be a way to recognize my work and for people to acknowledge that my work is something that people enjoy and resonate with and things like that. I also think like it's very iconic, but like Matthew McConaughey's Oscar acceptance speech, he's like, who's your hero? Me in 10 years. And then 10 years go by and he says the same thing. And I feel like if I talked to myself 5 years ago, like if I told myself like what I'm doing now, I'd be so shook. And so I can only imagine what's going to happen for us in 5 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, let's talk about that.
Okay. Yeah.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, we were seniors in high school.
Wow.
Junior, senior.
Wow.
About to go into college.
Yeah, 5 years ago was COVID. I was a junior.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was 2020.
That's crazy.
5 years ago, August 2020, I had graduated a few months before and I was just working full time and I took a gap semester. So it was a lot of not film and it was a lot of just like putting my head down and saving money, hoping that like one day I would get into the film industry. I remember like telling people like, I'm going to get into the film industry. I have no idea how, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I was at 5 years ago. But I didn't know anybody in the industry. I had obviously like no Nepo connections.
Oh, I wish I was a Nepo.
No Nepo connections. But I was definitely watching movies very critically and like really diving into watching a lot of movies that were eventually discussed while in college, like in film studies classes and things like that. So I think that was like my research era, learning what I needed to know, what I liked, what I didn't like, especially like with cinematography and all the technical sides of that. I was learning a lot about that before actually getting into doing it myself. What about you 5 years ago?
5 years ago, COVID, I was trying to figure out what college I was going to go to. My mom was like on my back about like, you need to be on Common App. You need to be applying to these colleges.
No, at the Common App.
Oh my gosh, I was in the IB program.
IB program.
IB program.
Oh, IB. Okay.
IB.
Okay, IB.
IB? Yeah, I was in the IB program.
Uh-huh.
What? I was in drama club. You know, when I first got to college, I wasn't even going to be a theater major. It was just going to be, I was going to be entertainment media studies with a Spanish minor.
Okay, Spanish.
It took one class to weed me out.
Oh, okay.
Literally, no.
Did you take Spanish in high school?
Yes, I love Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did too. I had a great time.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
Great time.
Not in college though?
Which is what made me think, oh yeah, let me be a Spanish minor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I always wanted to act. I didn't think I would go this far
What do you mean?
with it. I thought it was
a hobby.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something that like I eventually. Okay, 5 years ago, I was trying to find like pick a major that would like satisfy my creative desires while still, yeah, just make money while still allowing me to be creative.
Of course.
And so I always was just like looking for a career to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I never, because I was always trying to like deflect like what I actually wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So the fact that I actually pursued acting and pursued theater, me 5 years ago, I think I hope she'd be very proud of me.
Yeah. And also like with that, there's the idea of being famous, being an actress, working in films. But I also, another thing 5 years ago, I had no idea about how many different types of jobs there are in film.
Yeah.
That's something that I've definitely learned. And it's actually a good thing. Like when you watch a movie and you see all the credits scroll and there's all those names.
We always stay for the credits.
We always stay for the credits.
Stay for the credits, guys.
Those are all jobs that you can have, and they're not taught in school specifically. But you figured them out along the way, and that gave me a lot of hope of like, even if I don't know how I'm gonna get into the film industry, there is a way out there. Yeah. You got your Emmy at your HBO show.
Yes.
And how are you getting your Grammy?
Oh, I got the Grammy doing the Broadway original
Okay.
cast album.
Okay.
And then I want my Oscar to be very last because I really want an Oscar.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to top it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the biggest accomplishment.
What do you want? Best actress?
I want best actress or best supporting.
Best
You know,
supporting.
they don't usually give best actress to a woman of color.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I want best actress.
Period. As you should.
I want best
Aim
actress.
high. I mean, you're already
Aim high.
for an EGOT.
I
so-
want best actress. Yes.
I love that. Okay. Set that in stone.
Yes. How are you gonna get that Oscar?
Okay, I would love to win an Oscar for best cinematography, but I think something that's been really inspiring recently was the 2025 Oscars and the way that Sean Baker won so many Oscars for Anora. Let me actually look this up
Look it up, girl.
because he won about 5 different Oscars, and he basically did a huge majority of that movie himself, or at least the work that qualifies for an Oscar himself. So it was him going up on stage multiple times.
Yeah.
For a movie that was very low budget, and I know there might be some controversies around that, but it's like really cool to see, and especially like with Everything Everywhere All at Once a few years ago, that was like a very groundbreaking thing to see have so much success at the Oscars. Let me look up Anora Oscar wins. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film Editing.
Wow.
I would love to, if I could win like a Best Cinematography and Best Editing, I think that would be really cool. Honestly, like to win Best Picture would be amazing. While everyone says that they want to be a director, and I definitely think that would be cool, I think my focus right now is to be a DP, a cinematographer, and really work on that, because I feel like as a cinematographer, it's really fun to work on the visual things and then also work with the director, because I feel like those two really work hand in hand. And while the director usually gets all the glory, like a DP is also very important in making a movie what it is, as well as like best editing. That's such like a invisible job almost. A lot of movies are what they are because they're edited so well. The fact that
And
Sean,
it's good if it's invisible too.
Yeah.
Like if you notice, like, did you see the editing? Like it's never like a good thing. Yeah.
yes. So Sean Baker wrote it, directed it,
Yeah.
and then edited it. He was involved in every stage of production, and I would love to do something like that in
Yeah.
some capacity. How am I going to do that? Let's see.
Ideally,
Okay.
we're thinking, we're
Okay.
optimistic.
Okay. I'm 23 now. I think I can definitely do it within the next 20 years. If anything, if I'm being super optimistic, not borderline, but super optimistic,
Okay.
in the next 10 years. Okay. Or at least be involved in a film that is Oscar nominated, Oscar winning.
Yeah.
Yes.
We spoke about this in the last episode, the LA program that we did. I think this O right here is like what I want the most.
Okay.
It's what will be like
Yeah.
the great, like I said, it'll be the greatest accomplishment for me to have. When we were in LA for our study away program, we went to what was it called?
Academy Museum?
Yeah, we went to the Academy Museum. We also went to
What did we see there?
Dolby
Theater.
Theater. Dolby Theater.
Where the Oscars are hosted, which
Yes.
was crazy. We got to go and walk on the stage, and we had like this private special tour throughout the theater.
Yeah, we got to do the like Oscars winners walk, and it just gave me it gave me hope, because I was just like, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get back into this room.
I love that. I'm definitely thinking the same thing. Yeah.
And I'm like, it's truly one of those things where if you can see it, you can be it. Because I was in that room, and because I like felt the energy, I can be in that room again.
100%.
And I can be on that stage again.
100%.
And you know what I mean?
Yes. Last year, I went to the Cannes Film Festival, which was like one of the best experiences of my life. But being there was also very inspiring, seeing that so many different films were being recognized, especially Anora being one of them. I feel like that was the beginning of Anora's like crazy winning streak.
Yeah.
But for Anora to win the top prize at Cannes, I was just there like, yeah, I'll definitely be back one day, and hopefully for my own film.
Yeah.
To be in the festival. And
Yeah.
so I'm constantly thinking about stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's very important to surround yourself with people who are like-minded in the way that Kristen and I are thinking.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, it's easy for them to get discouraged as soon as they graduate college and maybe don't find an avenue in the industry in the way that they want. If you aren't dreaming big, it's easy to fall into like a role that isn't going to get you anywhere. So you have to be constantly thinking about that and reminding yourself what your goal is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I'm a big believer. I feel like you only have one life. Why not spend it chasing after what you want? And why not like try to find happiness in this life and try to accomplish all of your dreams? You know what I mean?
100%.
There's only one thing guaranteed. That's death. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
We're all gonna die. Do you have any EGOTed people that you want to shout out?
Viola Davis, you are my everything. I love you so much. The way that you act is so inspiring to me. Your story is so inspiring to me. It would be my dream to work with her.
Oh my
one
gosh,
day.
I love that.
It would be just my dream. Absolute dream come true.
Okay.
Wake up every day and then go act alongside the Viola Davis.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. I could see that.
Viola Davis, you are the reason that I feel I can pursue this.
Watch the space.
And thank you. You'll never know how much you inspired little Black girls to pursue their dreams. Yes. What about you?
Side note, I would also love to win an Oscar for Best Film Score. That's something that I also have interested in. I did a certificate in at UGA, and I would love for there to be a period in my life where that's something that I'm like really focusing on. Something that I love. Iconic, of course, we all love it, but like the Oppenheimer score or anything Hans Zimmer or Ludwig Göransson makes. Apologies if I'm butchering that name, but I feel like that's really iconic, especially with Ludwig, his kind of story of how he started filming or scoring films in college is also really inspiring, just to see where he can go from that. So Anora winning Best Picture was very iconic, and I 100% saw that coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The way it was sweeping.
Now I really wanted Anora to win, but I think Dune 2 should have won.
Really?
Because it's just such an amazing, to me, it's like not even a movie. It's like art. It
was an experience.
Like they have ascended past what a movie is. It's just crazy.
Seeing that in theaters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw
Dune 2. Yeah.
Crazy. But I would love to win an Oscar in some sort of indie capacity to where I make the movie on my terms. I think that'd be great. Yes. And give opportunities to other upcoming filmmakers, independent filmmakers, things like that. So we talked about where we were 5 years ago and where we are now, but let's kind of get into where we see ourselves in 5 years, if we can even predict that, because who knows?
Ideally, I would be living in New York.
Okay.
Practicing, either still attending school or, working. I want to work and train until I cannot work anymore. I feel like there's always room to get better, especially in acting. There's always like more stories to tell. There's always, further you can dig deep into your character analysis. And I just want to learn everything I can to know. And then in 5 years, I want to be on Broadway.
Period.
Or on Broadway or on a Broadway national tour.
Love that.
Or off Broadway. Heather's off Broadway. Get at me.
Okay.
I played Heather Chandler in college. Heather's off Broadway. Get at me. I'm joking.
For me, I think in 5 years, by the way, I'm going to be 28 in 5 years. That's ancient. How old are you going to be? 27?
27.
That's kind of a crazy jump. That's a crazy jump. I will be 28.
2030, guys. 2030.
We're hitting ages where I'm like, it's getting serious.
It's getting so serious.
I will be 28. I'm hoping to be living in LA by then, having worked on a few feature films out in LA, gaining a lot of experience, and I hope to be a recognized cinematographer by then, whether that's on my own projects, on a feature film. And I also want to have at least one feature film under my belt in some capacity.
Yes. And we're going to do it.
Yes.
And we hope that you accomplish your dreams too. And
we will check in with you in 5 years.
We'll check in with you in 5 years. Yeah, no dream is ever too big. No. Like we just sat up here and said we want EGOTs and Oscars. Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys.
Well, think about it this way. 5 years ago, I was saying I have no idea how I'm going to get into the film industry. And now I am working at a studio.
Exactly. Anything can happen. And yes. I think if it can happen to someone else, it can happen to you too. So
100%. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching and listening. Stay tuned for our next episodes and find us wherever you find podcasts, and watch our video podcasts on YouTube and Spotify.
Yes, stay optimistic. Good night, everyone.
Stay optimistic. Right, bye.
Love y'all. Bye.